Marissa Nicole here, and welcome back to my drifting desk where I help you conquer college. If you are new to my channel, hello and welcome. Please hit that subscribe button before we go any further. And if you've been here a while, then you will recognize my white chair. This has been here with me since my freshman year in my freshman dorm. I've done lots of videos in this chair and it is back because it is back to school time, so I thought it'd be the perfect time to film another video in this chair. Today's video, as you already know from the title, is going to be things that you should avoid in college. Kind of especially your freshman year. This is kind of geared towards my newbies here, but of course every year you should probably avoid doing these things. I have a big list in my YouTube video notebook that I always jot down for you guys, so it's kind of a long one. We're just gonna kind of speed around through these and let you know things that you should not do in college, especially your freshman year. The first thing that even made this list when I was creating it is frat boys, and obviously this is more geared towards my girls here, but avoid frat boys at all costs. 2, avoid looking like a freshman by wearing your lanyard with your college ID around your neck. It's literally only things that freshmen do, and I'll be able to spot you from a mile away, so just don't do it. Avoid not talking to your mom. I know this is kind of like a double negative kind of thing, but call your mom at least once a week, something. Just let her know that you love her and that you miss her because she's dying without you, so just call her. As we just mentioned, do not wear your ID around your neck, but also do not lose your ID. So again, you need to put it in a safe space. Just make sure that safe space is not around your neck. If you lose your ID, it's probably gonna be at least $25 to get a new one, and that's pointless money thrown away. When you're out partying with your friends, or you're at a frat party, you're at a club or something, wherever you're at where there's drinks, avoid drinks from guys. And I'm not saying don't drink with guys. I'm literally saying avoid taking drinks from guys because they will spike them. And of course, the roles are reversed. Guys don't accept drinks from girls. Do not accept drinks, period. Go buy your own, physically pick it up off of the counter and watch it the whole night. If you ever set it down and look away, get a new one. Avoid those friends that only hit you up when they need something or when you can help them with something because they're fake. Avoid those guys who only text you at 2 a.m. with their shirt off, drunk. You're basically a booty call. Don't be a booty call. Avoid wearing white clothing, especially white shoes on game day or to block. That's what we call it at Ohio State. Basically the parties before a football game, we just call them block. So avoid wearing white to block because they're gonna get dirty. My white Converse are no longer white. Avoid buying expensive food on campus unless you have a meal plan, because if you got one of those, then exploit that to the end. Buy food everywhere all the time until it's all gone. I can buy a bag of chips at our C-store here and they're literally $5.25, and it's just a little personal bag. Avoid day drinking until you know your limit. Pace yourself. That's all I can say. This one literally is a no-brainer, and yet so many people do it. But avoid skipping classes because you're paying for all these classes. That's literally like buying something worth $50,000 and then throwing it in the garbage. Go to class. Avoid making eye contact with your professors because they will call on you. So especially avoid eye contact when you don't know anything and you didn't do your reading the night before, you're half asleep in lecture. Just don't. Just act like you are taking notes. Act like you're so invested in what they're saying, because if you just stare at them, they're gonna call on you. With that being said, avoid using your phone in class because you're gonna end up getting called on, and then you're gonna be like, I don't know, and then you're gonna look stupid in front of a 600-person lecture hall. With that being said, avoid 600-person lecture halls if you really need one-on-one attention. You're gonna be too scared to ask a question in a 600-person lecture hall, and then you're gonna fail the class. So if you're in a 600-person lecture hall, go to office hours, utilize your TAs because there's probably about 6 of them, or just avoid them altogether. This one is the most important thing that I can tell you, so pay attention. Avoid using communal bathrooms without shower shoes. It literally grosses me out to think that people use the showers with no shoes on. You don't know what people do in those showers. People have alone time and not alone time in the shower, if you know what I mean. Avoid at all cost 8 a.m. classes. Literally just avoid classes anytime before 10 a.m. because you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna be cognizant enough to even learn anything in that class. With that being said, also avoid taking really late classes because I know that you're gonna wanna have fun. My perfect schedule is literally from 10 to 3. Avoid going home too soon because you need to stay in your college experience to really enjoy your dorm life, your roommates, your dorm mates, your floor mates, all these things. Go out and explore campus, join a student org, do something. I highly wouldn't recommend going home until your first break. Don't just go home every weekend because you have no friends. Avoid bringing all of your clothes or even all of your things to college because these dorm rooms are tiny. You're not gonna fit all your stuff and you're not gonna fit all of your clothes. You know that one friend in high school that you knew but you weren't really that good of friends with? Well, now you guys both going to the same college. Avoid hanging out with them. You were not friends with them before for a reason. Don't just hang out with them because you know nobody else. Go make other friends. PSA to all of my ladies. Avoid walking around campus by yourself, period. Especially avoid walking around campus at night by yourself or even off campus at night by yourself. Always have a buddy. Always keep pepper spray, a taser, something on you for safety reasons. Please stay safe out there. I'm never gonna tell you to avoid a college party because that's what college is about to an extent. But avoid getting sloppy drunk at a party where you do something so awful that you'll never be able to live it down. Do not embarrass yourself at your first college party, please. This next one is for all classes, but avoid buying textbooks from the bookstore. They are literally $350 for no reason. Check on Amazon, check on Chegg, literally Google it and see if there's an online PDF for free. Borrow someone else's textbook. Use a used one, rent a textbook. There's so many other options. Never buy a book from the bookstore outright. You should probably avoid hooking up with people from the same friend group, and you should probably avoid hooking up with your best friend's exes. And that goes without saying that you should probably be doing this before college, but I'm just it's a friendly reminder to just be a decent human being. I would suggest to you to avoid asking your professor questions that are in the syllabus because they will kindly email you back, check the syllabus. After you wrote out 3 paragraphs of perfect grammar of a nice question that you have, they will literally just tell you to check the syllabus and it'll be there. They don't have time to answer your questions, even though you pay them to do that. When you're at a function or with friends or literally talking to anyone, avoid talking about high school. Don't talk about how smart you are or how cute you were or how athletic you are because it's college now and nobody cares. Because if you were really smart in high school and you go to a really good college, everyone's smart. Or if you were really smart in high school and you go to just an average college, then nobody cares that you were smart. I know no one's actually going to listen to this point, but I have to say it because I just have to. Just so you hear it. At least I've warned you. Avoid waiting until the last minute to do an assignment. Avoid procrastinating. Okay, keep going. Avoid not going to football games and avoid not going to parties. Go enjoy your college experience. Just do it smart and safe. If you can and if you have a choice, avoid group projects at all costs because these college students do not care. You will get put into a group with people who will not do their job and then you will do the whole entire group project yourself. I'm speaking from experience. On the first day of classes, I highly recommend checking your schedule one more time, making sure that all of your classes are where they're supposed to be. I would avoid going to the wrong class on your first day of school. Again, speaking from experience. My freshman year, my first class ever, I went to the wrong class. Sat through the whole thing, didn't even know I was in the wrong class. Then I had to email my professor and tell her why I wasn't at the first day of school. Especially your freshman year, I would avoid overpacking your schedule because you want to enjoy the college experience. You want to get involved, you want to explore the campus, you want to make new friends, you want to have fun. This is your year to do it. So do not take 18 maxed out credit hours your first or second semester. Wait until sophomore year to get a little deeper into your studies. This next point I say because, again, you're paying $50,000 for something that you don't want to just throw away. So please avoid cheating at all costs because your professors are smart. They have some sort of device that searches all your words and sees if you've copied from a thingy on the internet. I don't know how they do it, but they do it. And they'll know and you'll literally get expelled from school and no refund. Study, do your job, do your assignments, and do them yourself. Because when you show up to an exam and then you never studied for it and you're like, oh, I can just kind of peek over, they see that. They have like 8 TAs walking the rows waiting for you to cheat. So my next point is to avoid going to a party the day before an exam because that'll cause you to want to cheat because you didn't study. Avoid doing laundry on a Sunday because everybody's gonna do laundry on a Sunday. So unless you want to wait about 5 hours to finish all of your laundry, or if you don't want to walk downstairs to change your load and your load is already sitting on the floor because someone else needed to use your washer, pick a weekday, some random time throughout the day to do your laundry where it's not packed. Avoid waiting until your second or third year to get involved on campus. I know that was my biggest regret. If I could go back, I would have joined my sorority my freshman year, first semester, but I waited until my junior year and I just wish I didn't. Join 50 different organizations, go to all the first meetings and then drop the ones that you don't really like. But get involved from day one. Out of everything that you do on campus and in your dorm room, I would avoid pissing your RA off. They will get you in trouble and they will have no problem with it. It is their job to get you in trouble, basically. They can only get you in trouble if you do something stupid to get yourself in trouble, but it is their job to snitch on you. So stay on their good side. That way if you get into a predicament where you're kind of doing something you shouldn't, they might look the other way. My last point of the day is the most important because you're gonna piss off a lot of people if you do this. Avoid sitting in someone else's assigned seat because people in college take this seriously. If you're just like, oh, it's just a seat, it doesn't matter, it matters. Do not sit in someone else's assigned seat. And that is it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you have some other things that we should probably avoid during school, post them down below. That way we can help each other out. If you have any questions, go ahead and post those down below as well. I'll be happy to answer them. Someone else will be happy to answer them. And while you're at it, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it and you want more back to school videos, because I'm always down. And to all my freshmen, good luck and avoid doing all of these things. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.